there's no need to snap my fingers because the microphone is going right into the camera. So that was a waste of time. Hey guys, Mo Morales. How's everybody doing? It's been a long time, but that's all right. Let's keep moving forward. So, what brings me in front of the camera today? Well, as some of you know, a while ago, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, Omar Gonzalez took me birding for the first time with him. And I instantly fell in love with the process of recording birds, as far as, for journal purposes, as well as then becoming enamored with photographing them because I found that even though I think birds are the most sadistic, evil animals on the world, look up their behaviors. They can be very loving and very destructive as well. But that's neither here nor there. They can also be freaking beautiful to look at. And I went on that trip with Omar and I took my 70 to 200 f4 Sony G lens. Why am I stuttering like that? Anyway, and I loved it. And I loved that I was able to capture photos of some birds, even though they were far away. I was able to, document my bird list going forward. And I've fallen in love with the art of bird photography to a degree. I'll say wildlife if I could, but it's just not a lot of wildlife in New Jersey, in my area, that I can photograph that would be as unique as some of the birds I've seen as of the migration period from south to north is going on, or just wrapped up from all of May. So, in that interim, I decided, you know what, this 70 to 200 is just not enough power. You know that we all feel about that. We need the most powerful, biggest lens in the world. So I decided, because I bought my lens used from Unique Photo in Fairfield, New Jersey, not sponsored by them, but Unique Photo can always call me. And basically, when you buy something used from most used good quality camera stores, there's a return period. And I went back and I told them the truth. Hey, listen, it's within the 30 days or the 28 days, whatever it was that I purchased this lens. And it's a good lens, an amazing lens, but I've just started birding. And obviously, I need something bigger. And I saw online that you had something bigger, just a few $100s more than what I've already paid for with, the 70 to 200 f4. So introducing to you Big Bertha, aka the 200 to 600 millimeter G lens with the 1.4 teleconverter already attached to it. And also I bought a tripod collar mount, and I'll put the name of the company. Here it is. It's iShoot. Yes, it's the iShoot THS260. This collar mount here, tripod collar mount here, is not the one that normally comes with it. The one that comes with it is the same color as the lens, and it's meant so that you can add your own tripod plate to the bottom of this. This one already has the Swiss Arca setup, so it can easily be mounted on most tripods with that kind of plate mounting. I have a Manfrotto, old-fashioned Manfrotto lens. Uh, I have an old-fashioned Manfrotto tripod, and I actually converted its plate system to Arca Swiss going forward because Manfrotto has their own, and while I'm sure a lot of people use that, I prefer to use the Arca Swiss method myself. That's just me. And the story of this is back on point here. Using this lens has been such an experience. It's a wonderful lens. It's more lens than I can handle. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Being the fact that it's a 4.66 pounds lens, aka 2115 grams, 2,115 grams. It's a heavy lens, and couple that with the A7 IV, you're looking at right about 5.5 pounds, almost 6 pounds of gear that I'm using at the first time I've ever used something that heavy. Even the biggest lens I had in the past was like the old Sigma, that they're 70 to 300 that also doubled as a macro lens. You guys know what I'm talking about. You're all beginners too. You had it too. So basically, this lens has really really whooped my butt. It's my fault. All the photos. I'm learning. I'm learning. So anyway, my fault that the photos when I first started with this lens were blurry, out of focus, high ISO, all these things, and that's because the lens itself is, the further you zoom into something, even with image stabilization turned on, you have a shaky focus, and if you don't have a firm stock grip or using a tripod with the right head on it, you're not going to have as steady a shot as you can. When I first started with this lens, I thought it was broken. Like, my ego could not admit that there's something wrong with me and my shooting technique. And that's exactly what the problem was. As I keep using the lens and I keep practicing with it, my shots are getting better and better. Now, I am still a kindergarten, you know, drawing compared to anyone who actually knows what they're doing with this lens and is actually a skilled bird photographer. But I have seen small progresses in about the month that I've had this lens. I'm gonna put some pictures up while I talk and show you. But and I've even learned about a software called, I think it's called, yeah, Topaz Denoise AI, and that's helped me as much to eliminate a lot of the noise doing the high ISO shot, because I learned from a YouTuber, I'll put his name up right here, that it's more important to get the shot even if you have to go into high ISO. Perfect world, yes, low ISO, fast shutter speed, and brilliantness. But you know what? I'm still learning bird photography, and I think I have to get better at what I'm doing by realizing what I'm doing wrong. You can't get better if you keep doing what you've been doing wrong and thinking you're doing it right. I take the photos, I see a progression, I see what I think looks wrong, figure out how to fix it, and keep moving forward. So from when I first picked up this lens to today, the photographs have improved. Are they, worthy of an award? Heck no, but they're enough that I could post them and be happy and proud of them. I really love this lens. I really have fallen in love with bird photography. And if you have any questions or doubts about this lens, you know what? You probably could save some money and get the Sigma 100 to 400. I think they have a 100 to 500. No, they have the 150 to 600. And I think Tamara has the 100 to 500. I'm just talking off the top of my head, but I'll put the actual numbers. And yes, you could probably save some money with getting those lenses, but there's nothing better than getting, the actual body from, the actual lens meant for the body. I mean, that, and Sony being the rude boys that they are, this is the only lenses that will accept a teleconverter on a Sony body. So if you have the 100 to 400 GM, the 70 to 200 f2.8, this 600 to 200 to 600, and a couple other lenses, very very small list. These are the only lenses that will accept this teleconverter. And you know what? I have enjoyed the reach that this teleconverter has provided me. And yes, I understand I go from a 5.6 to a starting aperture of f9. But to be honest with you, with this long range and the compression you're getting, you're still going to get good creamy drop off bokeh or lost backgrounds and stuff, no matter if you're at f9 or f13. All right, that was it. I love this lens. I love birding. If you have any questions in general, let me know. I'll be more than happy to try to answer them. I'm no expert at anything. I'm just a guy like you guys, a guy, not a girl. I'm just a guy, just enjoying photography. So thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, this has been Moe Morales. Hope to see you soon. Take care.